Hi everyone, I was invited by the wonderful and sweet Lori Darts over at Graceful and Lovely, and also other several talented YouTubers. Thank you so much, Lori, for inviting me to this collab. And this collab is a very Dollar Tree Christmas challenge. So what we had to do is, it was all Dollar Tree items to make a DIY centerpieces for Christmas. So nothing but Dollar Tree items, and there was no limit on how many items we can use. These are centerpieces that we'll be making, and they can be used anywhere in our home, in the kitchen, an entryway table, a coffee table, or anywhere you want. I chose to make a centerpiece for our everyday eating table and our breakfast nook area, and I really was a little nervous because this was my very first collab, but I said, hope you've done this before and you can do this. So I really racked my brain and I just started looking around the Dollar Tree, and I really didn't see anything, and then I had an idea. So I decided to do my own swag across the table with Deco mesh. They have these really small Deco mesh rolls, and I learned how to do this class a couple of years ago. It was actually the very first time I have crafted since probably, I don't know, since forever. And it also gave me mommy time to myself, and I really enjoyed it. So I learned how to do these poly mesh or Deco mesh wreaths, and once you learn the technique, then you can just about make anything. So I learned how to do the puffy method and also the cut method. So let me show you exactly how I did that. What you will need is a hot glue gun, glue sticks, Mod Podge, scissors, 2 to 3 Deco mesh, chenille stems or either pipe cleaners. I chose red, 1 garland, and also some decorative ornaments. I would say about 3 or 4 ornaments. You can also choose ribbon of your choice. I chose the small glitter ribbon and also a ribbon that said Merry Christmas with print. I like to use a solid one and a printed one. 2 picks for the ends of our swag. And then I picked up some greenery with some berries here, 2 of those, and some holly berries. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to straighten out our garland and try to make it at least about 4 feet long. So we're going to straighten this all out and bundle it together. And once we have it all straightened, we are going to tie the garland together with these pipe cleaners or chenille stems. And we're just going to start on one end to the other, and we're just simply going to tie them, twist them about twice, and we're going to leave at least I would say 2, we're eyeballing this, 2 inches apart for the next tie. And once you're finished tying them all, it should look like a little caterpillar with legs. And I'm just going to go back and check back over that I don't have a huge gap between each spacing, and I do have a little bit of space down here at the end, so I'm going to add another tie down here. Now we're going to line both of our Deco mesh up together and roll them up vertical until it's one complete roll, and we're just going to simply cut that roll And we're going to make about 21 of these. That should be enough for one small swag. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to make sure you have one complete roll. Once you have completed all 21 of your rolls, you're going to separate them. You're going to roll them up and pinch them, gather them in the middle of each roll. And you can kind of crisscross them. It doesn't have to be perfect, but let them meet in the middle. And you're going to take both ends, both middles, and you're going to take one tie and take the other tie, and you're just going to simply twist them. Now there's two different methods you can do here. You can just use one tie, but to be easier and for beginners, you can use two ties to attach the deco mesh. And you're just going to continue that on all the way down. Now I'm just looking over my swag and I'm looking for any gaps that I may have in it. And I have a couple more rolls, and what I'm going to do is go back with those rolls and fill in those gaps and go in the opposite direction. And as you're doing this, you're also going to take your fingers and kind of shape the rolls, but we can also do that at the end. And as you see here, I have a gap, so I'm taking it to the right because I was kind of taking all of my deco mesh rolls to the left. And then I'm going to fill this section in right here in the middle. And take it back towards the right. And it really doesn't matter which direction you go in. You're really trying to go straight vertically, but you just want to make sure that all of your gaps are filled in and that it looks full and consistent. At the last minute, I decided to pick up some of these iron oil warmers. I picked up 3 of these for the swag, these red tea light holders, and also these flickering battery votive candles, and also some glitter. With the iron warmers, you have to gently put them onto the swag, so it's best to start at each end and work its way gently towards 1 in the middle and 2 towards the end. But I found it best to flip the swag over and work it in that way. Now you're going to take both of your ribbons and you're going to make them even. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but we're going to take about 4 to 5 inches of the ribbon and we're going to cut them. And we're just going to take the ribbon and we're just going to simply take just one of the Chanel stems and tie the ribbon. We're going to go around the ribbon about twice, and we're just going to arrange it. And it doesn't have to be perfect, and we're probably going to put about, I would say 10 ribbons. I would say 5 on one side and 5 on the other. And super simple, we're just going to take the hot glue gun with the ornament stem down. We're going to hot glue those to the deco mesh. And here I'm just taking my stems with my wire cutters, and I'm just going to snip those so I can stick these at the end of the arrangement and throughout the arrangement. With my arrangement, I try to make sure that they're even on both sides. So I put 2 of the shiny glittery berries on the end, on the outside, and then the more raspberry looking berries on the inside. And I'm using my scissors here just to simply, those grass stems were just too long, so I was just cutting those. And throughout my arrangement, I had a couple more stems with the berries left over, so I am putting 2 on each side. And when you do this, you have to make sure that your stems go into your garland and that they do not go show through the other side. And right now also what I'm doing is I'm taking my scissors, and what you do is you get all those raggedy ends that are on your deco mesh to smooth them out and to make it look more polished. Off camera, I added some Mod Podge and some glitter, and Mod Podge can be found at the Dollar Tree as well, and apply that to the tea light, the oil lamps here, but I should have left that off. And the reason being is because the black of the oil lamps also went with my chargers that I got from the Target One Spot chalkboard charger, so it wasn't even necessary. Of course, they do not sell spray paint at the Dollar Tree, so I was trying to make sure that it blended in, but it would have been just fine without it. So here's our finished product, and it came out pretty well. The red placemats came from the Dollar Tree as well. I had those already on hand, and also the red chargers. They actually came from Walmart. I had those from last year on my dining room tablescape. And then I just simply adore these chalkboard chargers, and so I went back to Target One Spot and picked those up. And I thought that would be really fun for my boys to use those. Maybe we play a game or just to write things to each other. I thought that would be really neat. And I saw this runner, and it says, "Oh, what fun." And I was window shopping last week, and I had to go back and get it. So I thought it was really cute. I like using the runner because my boys, they just move this place setting out of the way when they're eating, and then they put it back, and then I don't have to fuss with the tablecloth. They can just clean their space, and then I take the entire runner off and clean it myself. So that works for us. So thank you so much, Lori, for inviting me to this collab. Guys, please check out the other ladies, Caressa XO and also Christy at Home. They are wonderful. I've gotten to know and look at their videos this past week and a half, and they have beautiful spirits. So check them all out. And I'll see you guys in the very next video. Also, we're tagging anyone who wants to participate in this challenge as well. So join in the fun. It's super, super fun. And use the hashtag Very Merry Christmas Challenge. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.